What's good, guys? Got this beautiful GT3 RS behind me. My friend Johnny pretty much took my car and told me I don't take care of my Porsche right. So he said, take this. I don't know why he would do that. Take this, drive it back to New York, tune it, and then we'll be swapping back. He's gonna do a detail and clear around my car. Once again, Johnny works the best. Nice guy, but we're gonna tune this. Pretty great. It's a stock GT3 RS. It's a 2016 991.1. The only thing done to it is a Soul Performance muffler delete. It still has cats. So we're gonna do some baseline pulls, see where it stands. Woo! Fire! Good angle? Bro, the best. Some rear views. I'm not sure how good it's gonna be able to hear it because it is really, I hate this thing, it is extremely loud. So I'm gonna shoot back a little bit further than normal. I don't know how good you're gonna hear, but this Soul exhaust is just, this thing is just loud. Car is just super loud. I hope it sounds as glorious through this video as it does in person, because it is just beyond loud, but great noises. So we're gonna rip the ECU out, and then I'm gonna tune on the bench, put it back in the car. There's a few different ways to do this. Some people do the report, some people do a bench. The bench what I do does not require opening the ECU or anything like that, but we're gonna take it out same way anyone else would, and then flash it, put it back in, see what we need to tweak, and go from there. Might be a few time process, but nothing crazy. So, I'm not sure if anyone out there is gonna be pulling ECU out of a GT3. If you are, it's actually a relatively simple process. This main cover, each of these little four indicators is where there's a little pop, I don't know what you want to call it. It's like a little, pops into a little piece of rubber. You pull up like that, you'll actually get it off without the fans. That literally comes right off. They look like this on this side, right? The fans have this is like a female side of it. This actually looks like the exact same thing. So you pop out the front, they pop right out. Pop out the front, they pop right out. So super easy. This just gives you a little bit more room. Also, batteries in the front, batteries right here, a bit unplugged in case you're wondering. That's a little bit more self-explanatory. From here, there's actually a few things that need to get done. You can either unplug this fan if you'd like, which is a pretty simple thing. It's a little bit harder to do with just one hand. Then the fan's out. Inside here, if you guys can see, right there, there's a 10mm. On the other side of this, there's a 10mm too. If you get whatever extension you can get to fit a 10 and a ratchet here, the same thing can go over here. You have to be extremely careful to not drop that 10 into the abyss. That is this engine bay. On the other ones, some people actually remove this piece also, this carbon fiber brace or whatever you like to call it. I'm not gonna remove that. I removed that on my 911 Turbo, but I'm not gonna do that in this one. I think I'll be able to get to it no problem and not drop anything just by jamming my hand in there, get the two 10s out. Once those two 10s are out, the ECU connectors are a relatively simple thing. ECU connector right here, pulls this way, at the same time this pulled out. Once it's out, it is off. The other side is the exact opposite. You gotta jam your hand in here somewhere. Pull that away from the ECU. And then that one's off too. So those two come off, two 10s come off, ECU slides out, you're out. All right, so changed my mind. You can't pull the ECU out without removing the carbon fiber brace. It is a little tight to remove. There's these two clips, right? Well, they're not there. They're actually, you look on the bottom of the ECU. There's these two clips right here. So to unlock them with a little tab, you have to pop up. Not sure how good this will show it. That's how it locks. You pop that piece down, and this bends. This little piece right here goes down. And then it comes off. So it's really hard to get my hand in there. So by popping off the carbon fiber brace, it just made it so much easier to unclip it. But that's it, ECU's out. ECU's out, it will not be going, the covers will not be going back on until this thing is tuned back in the car, and I'm 100% happy with it. All right, ECU's back in, car is on. I'll make a few hits like this, do a little bit of data log, you can see exactly where we stand. It sounds so glorious. You look good. Yo, bro. It's a nice feeling. Driving the car is definitely the damn I made it feeling. The looks, the sound, the feeling. So, also I sort of messed up. I never really showed you guys the before dyno sheets or talked about the numbers. So, pull that up right now. Alright, so baseline dyno hits. I never really showed you. 424 horsepower, 424 horsepower, 340 wheel torque. I did a bunch of hits, but these were like the most consistent and nicest back-to-back hits. Like dyno sheet wise, I didn't floor it a little too late or anything like that, making it look a little weird. So even though I did more than just 3, these are like the highest, most consistent ones I have. So if I go ahead, right, and I pull up the last 3 dyno hits that I did, right off the bat, pretty big gains. I'll actually leave the old ones on here too. Well, it made 442 wheel horsepower max so far. So pretty nice gains. Let me see if I can pull up one of the other ones from. So I mean, if you check it out, I mean up top, the gains are pretty great. At like 7,500 RPM, showing out factory was 423 horsepower, and after doing that 441. So pretty nice, and I mean it makes more everywhere. Even down low, the gain's not as crazy down low, but you're still talking about like a 10 wheel torque gain down low. So I'm gonna tweak a few things more, do a few more hits, see what else we can make. So that concludes pretty much dyno tuning this car. I can spend maybe a little more time trying to make a little bit more power, but it makes almost 20 wheel horsepower from just a tune and exhaust. I mean, the exhaust was already on here before, so just tune alone. I mean, that's like one of the best baseline pulls, one of the best after pulls, and that's 18 peak horsepower, 5 peak torque, even though it did gain 10 foot-pounds of torque all throughout the range. So pretty great. I mean, car was fun to drive before. It's probably a hair more fun to drive now, but it's pretty good. I loved it. All right, guys. So I hope you can hear me with this glorious sounding engine. I love it. But pretty much I'm done tuning the car for right now. I spent a bunch of time. I spent a little bit more time than was just shown there on the dyno pull stuff, making a bunch of little tweaks, just see if I can find any hidden horsepower. The horsepower didn't really, I didn't end up actually finding like any other hidden horsepower. There might still be more on tap. One day maybe I'll revisit it, even though I'm extremely happy with the gains. Making this much power on a car that Porsche already makes insane power on is pretty good in my opinion. I'm happy with it, but the only other thing that I can think is I know some people probably wonder, what are you doing to make power on a car like this when often you think it's like it's all in. They've already tuned it to the most it can make. A lot of people I know often think that like you're turning off safeties, detuning knocks, desensitizing the knock control, and stuff like that. So I don't do any of that on a car like this. This car has factory knob control, it still works. And if the air temp gets hot, it will reduce power. All the quote-unquote safeties are there. All like car gets real hot, tag gets real hot, the catalyst overheating protection is still enabled. So everything's still working right, everything's still reducing power as it should. What I'm doing is I'm improving on, I guess you can say, like the base calibration from Porsche. So just the basics: air, fuel, timing, air, fuel mixture, timing, cam, like anything you can try to adjust, like little tweaks. I'm in there for base stuff. I'm not turning down the intake air temperature, like sensitivity, overheating protection, all that's still there. I don't play with stuff like that on a car like this. If you have an all-out car that you don't care if the air temp gets a little hotter because you're running 85s, then you play with it. On something like this, you're playing with fire. So that's it for this. I will continue to enjoy this car for as long as Johnny lets me keep it. So it's great. I love it. I love the noises. I hope you guys can hear that. It's just great. So pretty much that's it. Follow, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. I'm here. I'm gonna keep posting automotive related stuff, cars I tune. I don't know if I'll get more and more into like the vlogging type stuff. It's pretty much trying to keep up with like cars I tune, stuff we do. So appreciate you watching. Thank you. Peace. It's just so good. It's just so good.